Hey y'all, it's Steph the Psychic, and I'm back with y'all with another video. Today we coming to y'all with the diamond suit. So remember I told y'all I was gonna break down all of the suits and the cards and stuff like that to y'all. So when I start talking to y'all, y'all know what it is that I'm talking about. So we already got the hearts out the way, we got the clubs out the way, and the next suit on the deck, or the next suit in the deck, is the diamonds. So the diamonds is all about values, values in every way, values in money, values in your mind, value systems from your family, value systems in general. Any type of value system you can think of, that is going to be your diamonds. It's not just money, it's also taxes, it's also homes, it's also work, it's also, value systems within your home, like I said. So we're going to start here with the Ace of Diamond. And the Ace of Diamond is going to be the desire for money and love. And it's the desire for money and love because obviously it's a diamond. So the money come first, the love. You're never going to get an Ace of Diamond that's going to put love before money. So the title is going to be the desire for money and love. So with this person, they can get money, they can have money, they can have a job, they can have a career, and everything is going good. And now the desire for love comes about and they want to explore, they want to meet somebody, they want to, kick it with somebody, they want to see something new. However, when they do get with that new person, Ace of Diamonds are like babies, or aces, all aces you got to know are like babies. So, they're going to be a little childish. You see what I'm saying? A little self-centered because it's ace. So it's self, the self, and a baby, new, child. So with the Ace of Diamond, they are new in money. So they could have grown up in poverty. Their parents could have been poor. They could have been even the first person to get money, in their family and take care of a lot of people in their family or whatever. So they could be used to like having money or being a top dog or being the one, with the money or whatever like that. So obviously that could make these people very grandiose. That could make these people narcissists. That could make these people selfish, self-centered. And like I said, the card is called a desire for money and love. So obviously these people put money before their loved ones. You see what I'm saying? And it don't matter if it's a child, it don't matter if it's a partner, it don't matter who it is. Money is going to come before the person because it's the desire for money first and then love. So after these people get everything that they want, everything that they desire, they might think that they want love, but obviously because they're a baby, they don't know love. They don't know what it truly entails to get it, to keep it, to take it, to nothing it. That's why it's grandiose. That's why it's narcissism, because they don't know, and they're not going to allow nobody to tell them anything either, because again, they the first, remember? So with the Ace of Diamond, when they do get in a relationship, if they do get in a relationship, if they do get into a partnership, it will always be quarrels over money. It will always be like power struggles and stuff like that. Like they never gonna want the woman, if it's a man, they never gonna want the woman to make more money than them. If it's a woman, she never gonna want to put her total financial control in his hands, because she gonna want her own shit. She gonna want to know that she got herself for herself. So these people would be better off, probably like having friends or companions, or, paying for what they want or whatever like that, because, these people are very selfish. They can be very, very, very selfish with their loved ones. And it's because it's like, oh, it's just love. You my loved one. Like, you owe me this type of thing, or I'm this or I'm that. Like they go, diamond people again is value. So they babies. So they just regurgitating what they heard. They didn't learn nothing. They don't know nothing. They just regurgitating everything they hear. And they so firm at it, just like children. Mine, my toy. No, that's mine. You see what I'm saying? But it ain't theirs. They ain't bought nothing. That is how you want to think of an Ace of Diamond. You see what I'm saying? They can get the money. They can get the love, but they don't like sharing both. They don't want to share money and love. They don't want to be working and paying the bills whilst a woman stand there. Like they the type of person, they want equal give and take. It's like, I say it's selfish because on one side, it's like they want to do the whole traditional role, but then when it comes time for the traditional role to hold them accountable, they don't want tradition no more. You see what I'm saying? They don't want love no more. They don't want nothing no more. Anything that's going to come in between what they desire, they don't want it no more. They going to drop it. So now moving along to the two of diamond. The two of diamond is known as the Wheeler and Dealer card. The two of diamond has the best life path of the whole deck in all of the cards. I know y'all probably thinking like, what? How? What? Yeah, because it's the two of diamond. It's willing and dealing. You feel me? Like it's making deals. It's hustling people. Like everything to them is a hustle. Everything in their mind is a hustle. So for them, they not really, out. They not gonna really be out of sorts if something don't happen. You see what I'm saying? If something don't shake, they ain't really gonna be tripping because they just a wheeler and dealer. They a hustler. They just trying some stuff. You see what I'm saying? They coming straight from the ace, and becoming a two. So again, they just trying something. They got options. It's up in the air. They don't know what they want to do, where they want to go. They know they want to be with family. The two of diamond, they know they want to be with family. Every single two of diamond person that you meet, more than likely, they going to be working with family. They going to be working with a partner. They going to be working with a cousin, an auntie, or uncle, some type of family. They going to be going into business with some type of family with the two of diamond. And I will say the two of diamond, Wheeler and Dealer card, it's not that bad when it's with family or if they working with family. However, if you look at their natal chart and they in astrology and you see, you know what I'm saying, they got a retrograde Jupiter, or they got a 12th house Mercury, or they got a Mercury in Scorpio, or a Pisces Mercury, or you know what I'm saying, they got a third house, Mercury, or they got a retrograde Venus, or they got a Venus conjunct, like they just got some wacky funky stuff with their value system. They only trust themselves. They only believe in themselves. They only choose in themselves. That's how most diamonds are. They not letting nobody in. They don't want to share. They don't want to merge. They just want money. They just want status. That's it. So with a two of diamond, it's a little bit more difficult because with all twos, it's going to be fear. And it's going to be some type of partnership. You see what I'm saying? So they will rather go into business partnership with somebody and develop that type of commitment and that type of union rather than being in a romantic partnership with somebody, because that will cause them to have to be emotional. That will cause them to have to be forgiving. That will cause them to have to merge like on a soul level. And they diamonds, they don't want to do that. They scared as shit. Diamonds is scared as shit of being in love, being submerged in love, being anything. Diamonds, they don't want to do it. They rather buy you something. They rather take you somewhere. They rather lie to you, tell you a whole bunch of words. They'd rather leave you. They could love you like the moon, to the moon and back. But if it's something that you need them to do emotionally, they not doing it. They will rather give up on you because they childish. Especially the lower sides of the diamonds. A lot of them are very childish. Childlike or childish, however you want to say it. Diamond energy, they gonna let you know, I don't care. So with the two of diamond, having that fear is fear around money. So they like to work with family because, again, the selfishness of it. If I'm working with family and they go down, it's my family. They still got me. You see what I'm saying? Not for responsibility. Not yet anyway. Not in a diamond suit. So with the two of diamonds, Wheeler and Dealer, they prefer to work with their family. Again, it's a diamond suit, so they not trying to go deep in love. They not really trying to be honest. They hustlers at heart in their mind. So, lying is nothing to them. Tricking is nothing to them because, they got to get it by any means necessary. They willing and dealing. They hustling. So, they values, their moral code is not going to be up to par. It's not going to be where you would like it to be at. You see what I'm saying? You just willing and dealing. You just, doing what you can to get by. It's nothing really serious about it. So then you move on to the three of diamond. The three of diamond is going to be the financial creativity card. The three of diamond is one of the most heaviest cards in the deck, one of the most difficult life paths in the deck. It's a runner-up to the queen of diamond. Obviously, if you're a woman and then you fall in love or whatever like that, you automatically turn into the queen of diamond. My mouth a little dry. I'm about to take a sip of something. Hold on, y'all. So that three of diamond and that queen of diamond, they run a neck and neck with contention. They run a neck and neck with critique. They run a neck and neck with, selfishness. They run a neck and neck with indecision. They run a neck and neck with choice. They run a neck and neck, with everything, because the three is creative, creative, excuse me, y'all, my words escaping me. The three of diamond is creative or responsibility, creative responsibility, money or whatever like that. I just said it. So with the threes, you got to create a way to get some money. You got to create some finances. You got to make a way to leave a legacy. You got to find some type of way to create some money. You see what I'm saying? However, the threes can be a little bit, contentious, because if it's a woman, especially if she buy as a three of diamond, that's difficult because she turned into the jack of diamond. The jack of diamond energy is very cynical, is very selfish, is very salesperson-y, is very me. So in a relationship with another person, it's like, ugh. You see what I'm saying? It can get stale real quick. And then if they not buy and it's a queen of heart, then again, it's one of the most difficult life paths in the whole deck. So with the three, that's why I said it's a runner-up. Robert Campley, he said too in his book, Destiny Cards. So with the three of diamond, they got to try to get some money. They got to try to be creative. They got to come up with a legacy. They, more than likely have really, really great ideas on getting money. They just got to trust themselves and believe in themselves to move on it so they can actually get to the money. You see, they can help other people get money. They can even create jobs and employ other people with the three of diamond. Just because it's a three, don't think that, it don't got no power to it, because as we know in astrology, Jupiter, is over that three, or in numerology, however you want to look at it. 3 and Jupiter is linked together. So again, if this person got a wacky Jupiter, if this person got a wacky Venus or a wacky Mercury, then that's going to be a different story. Their whole value system is going to be jacked up. Like, it don't matter if they the best type of diamond in the world. If they got a wacky Venus, a wacky Jupiter, or a wacky Mercury, their value systems is not going to be there. Like, they're going to need work. They're going to need to be developed. So with the three of diamond, it's no different. It's a three. So he or she got choices and how they want to make money, where they want to make money at, what they want to do for money. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of the times the three of diamonds do be with the two of diamonds because they got a really good life and spirit spread, and because they share in karma and past life. So then we get to the four of diamond. Oh yeah, the three of diamond, they can also have multiple jobs as well. They known for having like 2 jobs, 2 careers, 2, life paths, or, whatever like that. They can even be cheaters. You see what I'm saying? They can have a woman and then somebody on the side, a man and somebody on the side, or they could be getting cheated on. You see what I'm saying? Because with the three of diamond, their Venus card is the 7 of hearts. So it's like they love everybody. It's spiritual love. So, it's a little naive. So when they go into stuff, they not all the way aware. It's like they get a hunch and they know some stuff, but they don't follow it because they don't care. They just really want to be liked or really want to be whatever it is they want to be. So with the three of diamond, that's where the indecision and the confusion and, the hardship and stuff like that come in, that because there's so many choices, there's so many decisions, they don't know what to do. It's like they just keep on doing the same thing over and over with different bodies and shit like that, and they don't really recognize that it's the same cycles. Now with the 4 of diamonds, shout out to the 4 of diamond. My pop was a 4 of diamond. Now the 4 of diamonds, they could be very, very difficult. Like, not can be, like they will be. Like every single 4 of diamond, it don't matter. Like, y'all difficult. And it's because y'all mad that y'all gotta work as hard as y'all gotta work, and y'all don't want to do it. Y'all coming from the 3 of diamond. Y'all used to being creative. Y'all used to coming up with some stuff. Y'all used to willing and dealing. Y'all used to somebody giving it to y'all. That's the ace, 2, and the 3. So now you get to the 4 of diamond and you got to do something for yourself. You mad. And you taking it out on everybody, or you can lose your mind. I know plenty of 4 of diamonds, soon as it comes time for accountability, they lose their mind. They, have a mental breakdown. They in the hospitals. They turn into addicts, or, they running away from their problems. I've even seen some at the highest levels, unalive themselves. All because of the 4 of diamond card. That's hard work. Like, you just got to put in sheer hard work. It tell you if you put in the hard work, you're going to get all the rewards that you want. You're going to get every single thing that you want. That 3 of diamond, financial creativity. That 2 of diamond, willing to deal in. That ace of diamond, desire for money and love. You will get all of that if you willing to do all of this shit that you skipped out on as the ace, 2, and 3 when you become the 4 of diamond. But if you don't and you become the 5 of diamond, you just going to be a wandering lost soul repeating the same shit until you become a 6 of diamond, and you're going to have to still pay all of that karma off. And if you don't, when you become a 7 of diamond, you're going to be poor. You're not going to be the millionaire's card. You're not going to get the $1 million for that the 7 of diamond said they're going to give you, because you gave up at the 4 of diamond. You see what I'm saying? You gave up at the 4 of diamond. So now you get to the 8 of diamond. Now you're on your knees and you begging some type of religion or some type of something. You just don't know where you went wrong. You blaming any and everybody, but it's your fault simply because you don't want to do the work. You don't want to go to work. You don't want to get the job. You don't want to be kind to your parents. You don't want to do the emotional work. You don't want to do nothing as a 4 of diamond on the low end. So if you ever meet a 4 of diamond or know a person with a 4 of diamond in their chart and they not where they want to be at, it's because they selfish and they lazy and they refuse to do the work, unfortunately. However, when you meet the 4 of diamonds on the high side, they got money, they got their own place, they got a strict value system. A lot of them even got a religion. I'm not for religion. If you want to have a religion, have a religion. That's up to you. Whatever. But the 4 of diamonds on the high side, you know if they on the high side because they into religion or they got some type of spiritual belief. They are into charity. They giving people money. They taking care of their family. They enjoy the hard work. I just remember looking at my daddy like, my daddy, he didn't do a lot of good stuff. You see what I'm saying? My daddy wasn't the best type of man in the world. You see what I'm saying? My daddy, he did a lot of bad stuff. He did a lot of, evil stuff before he left this world. You see, and it kind of pushed me into the direction that I'm into right now. I wanted to use my stuff for good. I wanted to use my gifts for good. I wanted to use everything that I had for good. I did not want to do no evil or no bad because of all of what I seen growing up. And again, my dad is the 4 of diamonds, sun card. You see what I'm saying? So all he had to do was work hard. It didn't matter on what, all he had to do was be emotional. Again, with the 4 of diamond, the 4 of heart is attached to the 4 of diamond. And the 4 of heart on the low side can be a negative person that's always complaining, got everything they want, can't get over the past. You see what I'm saying? Super emotional, super negative. My family ain't shit. My family ain't do this. My mama ain't do that. My wife ain't this. My girlfriend ain't that. I can't stand my kids. I hate my house. My jobs is this. Like everything, they just complain over every single fucking thing. Like that's a negative 4 of heart. On a positive side 4 of heart, they are jolly, they happy, they, again, just like the 4 of diamond. You see what I'm saying? However, the 4 of heart don't gotta physically work as hard as the 4 of diamond. So that is what pisses the 4 of diamond person off. They gotta physically exert, like, a farmer or, you know what I'm saying, a factory worker or a trucker, a driver, a stocker, or, somebody, a construction worker, a builder. You see what because 4 is the number of building. 4 is attached to Aquarius. 4 is attached to roots. 4 is attached to home. 4 is attached to sporadic energy. 4 is attached to working hard. But these people don't like it. So, unfortunately, because this is, the values card or responsibility and values, stability and values are neither right or wrong. This is where you will find a lot of criminals at as well. In the 4 of diamond, the 2 of diamond suit, the diamond suit in general. 2 of diamond, 4 of diamond, jack of diamond, 9 of diamond. These are, quote unquote criminal cards or whatever, especially, if they in need of something and they don't want to work for it, they're going to take it. They're known to take it. They're known to, get it how they live. They known to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they got to do to get it. Again, my daddy, he is not here no more. So I don't mind saying none of the stuff that he used to do. My daddy, he used to stick people up. My daddy, he used to, take people's stuff. You see what I'm saying? He'll go in somebody's house, selling drugs, dealing drugs, like all of the criminal stuff that you could think of. Like, because he didn't want to do the hard work. However, when he got older, he ended up getting a job that was quote unquote hard work, like HVAC, duct systems, electrical work, all of that. He loved it. It wasn't even hard to him. He like, oh my God, I got this job. I love this job. He got in trouble, blah, 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 this and this and that. He had to do some, community service, get a job, all of this shit or whatever, So he did it and he actually ended up loving it. He actually ended up, enjoying, you see what I'm saying, his time working hard for freaking Tim Hortons as a management guy or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So again, just work hard. Dedicate yourself. And then it's for yourself and it's for your family because it's a 4. You got to know what all 4s is family, what all 3s is choices, what all 2s is fear, what all aces is newness, or it's going to be some type of news or some type of new something coming in with aces. Now we're going to jump to this 5 of diamond. Hey, now the 5 of diamond is the seeker of worth card. Now with this 5 of diamond, it could be super, super tricky. It's also linked to the 5 of pentacles and tarot. So, you know, the 5 of pentacles and tarot is like, you know, a poverty card or a poverty mindset card, or it could be like, you know, they just looking for worth. You see what I'm saying? Because it's the seeker of worth in cardomancy. But in tarot is like, oh, I need to try to get creative or fix, you know, or try to figure out something so I can get my money, you know, together, because they're coming from the 4 of diamond. So, you know, the 5 of diamond, they don't mind working. You see what I'm saying? But now they like, why am I working this hard? Or what am I working for? Or what do I need to pay off? Or who do I need to pay off? Or where do I need to be? Or where should I invest this money? Or where would my money grow? Or how would my money be good? You see what I'm saying? That's the 5 of diamond after the 4 of diamond. So they are wandering. All 5s are wanderers. All 5s want adventure. All 5s are spontaneous. All 5s are connected to Sagittarius energy. All 5s want to adventure, explore, travel, and go. They want to learn something. Okay, that's 5s. So this is the 5 of diamond, and then you put the values with it. So it's the value system of the 5. We know 5 is connected to Mercury. Mercury is how you think. It's how you get your money. You know, is, you know, you moving, zipping and zapping, blah, blah, blah. So that's 5. I mean, you can also say, oh, 5 is also where the sun be at, and that's, you know, the house after home or whatever like that too. Cool, boom, whatever. You can say however you want to say it, however you want to read these energies, read the numbers. You can do that. You know, I do it too. I can mix it too. So with the 5 of diamond, these people, they could have grew up in extreme poverty. Really, ace through 6. Ace through 6 grew up in extreme poverty. You see what I'm saying? Because they got desires, they got fears, they got decisions, they got hard work, they got pondering to do, and they got debt to pay off. So, therefore, you see what I'm saying? It's going to be a little difficult for them. So with the 5 of diamond, these people, they more than likely come from poverty. These people more than likely never seen good stuff, never seen good positive people, never seen a good positive relationship, never seen really anything worth of value. You see what I'm saying? Just all in their mind. Because again, 5 is Mercury. So these people, they can assume, you know what I'm saying? Then again, if you look at the spread and look at the Neptune card of the 5 of diamond, you see, like, look at the other cards, because when you, that's what I want to say too. When you looking at the spread, that's how you really know what the sun card mean. You see what I'm saying? For a lot of people, y'all don't know how to read astrology. I didn't know how to really read astrology or break astrology down like that either. You see what I'm saying? So when I actually start getting into these cards like in depth, breaking them down, it did help me to understand astrology more. Not gonna lie. However, with this 5 of diamond, again, it's like, it want to know that it's worthy. It's want to know what it's worth. It want to know knowledge. It's, again, connected to the Sagittarius and the values card. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's wandering. It's just wandering. Like, you know, it don't really care about the money. That's the funny part with the 5 of diamond. The 5 of diamond don't care about the money. They care about the worth. Why is it worth this much? Why is this your value? Why do you think like this? Why do you want to go here? Why do you want to live here? Why do you dress like that? Why do you believe this? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's going to get to the bottom of the truth. However, on the negative side, this card can be, you know, kind of like pessimistic or whatever like that. You know, it could be a little sad. It could be a little depressed, because all 5s wander. All 5s are in their head. And this person, you know, they are sad and wandering because their home value system is not up to par. Again, it's a 5. It's after, you know, the house from your mother. So they home is distraught. They partnership, they marriage, they children, you know, it's all out of whack. It's all in chaos. It's just all just thrown around. It's not what this 5 of diamond person expected. And they are wondering what the hell is going on? What happened? What can I do? Do I even want to do something? Do I want to stay here? Do I want to go? Do I want to fix it? Like, what the hell? You see what I'm saying? That's 5 of diamond energy. So a lot of times the 5 of diamond people, they leave because, you know, they're not going to stay and four of diamond energy where they stuck, they not working, they, whatever they in is not working. It's just all complaints, it's all negativity. Like the four of diamond on the negative side, it's like you feel like you stuck in shit. You see what I'm saying? Like you just literally stuck in shit because you won't bend your knee, pick it up, and move forward. Like that's it with the four of diamond. It's so simple. Like if y'all, I don't know if you, whoever got the four of diamond, three of diamond, like just take yourself out of these cards and then read the energy, and you will see how simple your life could be. You see, but with the diamonds, they not good with emotions. They not good with intellect and stuff like that. It's just really making money and their body and status and what people think of them, and that's what diamonds care about. You see what I'm saying? So when you get to the five and you put the Mercury there, and you got children and you got a spouse now, it's not the best when it's down. So they gonna leave. They're gonna venture off, and they're gonna want to find what's for them. Where do they fit in at? Where is their home? Where is their space? Because this family I created, obviously it ain't it. You see what I'm saying? They fighting, they arguing, they don't want to be here, they always complaining, they ain't happy, they negative, they just, they all of this shit, and they don't see themselves, they don't want to do no work, they don't want to change, they just want to complain and point fingers. I'm out of here. You see what I'm saying? That's the five of diamond. So now you get to the six of diamond. Because a lot of the five of diamond people do that. You get to the six of diamond and now you owe. Now you owe some type of debt. You see what I'm saying? Because you left. You left because for whatever reason you wanted to leave. Now, unfortunately, because you get married, and that's why they tell us to be careful who we get married to. People quit. People will quit on you. People will give up on you. People will act like, oh, well, I tried, and they really ain't tried, or they half-assed it, or whatever the fuck. You see what I'm saying? So the person leave. Unfortunately, you still got to deal with that karma, even though the other person left, even though they the one that gave up, even though they the one that quit and threw in the towel. You still got to pay. Six of diamond. You see what I'm saying? Because if you a woman and the partner leave, you the one got to be there with them kids 24/7, huh? Because they tired. They sick of kids, especially if they special needs. They tired of these kids, and they just gonna leave because it's you, and it's the kids, and it's this, and it's that, and all this other shit, and we can co-parent, and I could just help. But I'ma just leave and go free myself while you stuck in this shit that I don't want to be in. I ain't gonna put in no work. I ain't gonna try to put no effort in. I ain't gonna thug it out like you gotta do, because I'm leaving. You see what I'm saying? Six of diamond. You still gotta put up with their bullshit or their lack of, because they quit. If it's a man and the woman don't want to be there, you see what I'm saying? You're going to be cooking, you're going to be cleaning, you more than likely going to be beaten, you're going to be lonely. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be needing Vaseline and maybe paying for women, or getting some subscriptions, or you're going to be back on the dating scene, spending money, taking women on dates, doing all of the stuff that the person that you left, or that y'all left, or whatever, was asking you to do, and you didn't want to do it. And so now y'all not together. Now you starting over, and now you spending money again, taking people on dates, buying companionship, trying to be seen, trying to spend quality time, trying to get to know somebody like you could have did with the partner that you just split with, but you ain't want to do the work because of your ego or whatever reason. You see what I'm saying? So the six of diamond, you're going to pay up. The six of diamond is a collector of debts. If you get a six of diamond in your result reading with a partner, with a child, with anybody, just know you got to pay up. Any type of six, you got to pay up. It's some debt, some karmic debt. You did something foul. You moved foul or wrong in a past life. You see what I'm saying? And it didn't caught up to you, and you got to pay. So, with that six of diamond energy, y'all just want to be careful. It like you can go into business, like a business something with a six of diamond, but like a six of diamond person, just know that they're coming to collect some type of debt from you. That's it. Six of spades, six of heart, it don't matter. If it's a six, they coming to collect, baby. So, also if you a six and you do something to people, or you got sixes in your chart profoundly and you do stuff to people, that energy it could come back on you so easy as a six. Six is also connected to Venus. Six is connected to Virgo. Six is connected to working out schedules. Six is connected to, Mars. And six is connected to so many different things. Conflicts, healing, wellness, shit like that. So with the six is debt. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you're giving out what you can take. And again, the six of diamond is the debt card. It's the financial debt card. You see what I'm saying? So after the six of diamond, you want to get to the seven of diamond. And the seven of diamond is the spiritual values card, or the millionaire's card. And you're not going to get that money unless you're spiritual. You're not going to get to that bag unless you got some type of spiritual values that's working for yourself. If you not cool with your family as a seven of diamond, I promise you, you're going to go broke. Even if it's like your yearly card, your Venus card, your result card, it don't matter. You got that seven of diamond and you ain't got no values. You don't got no real spirituality. You can just walk away from your commitments. You don't meditate. You ain't praying. You ain't got no type of practice. Like, you just out here just from the hip, just living a 3D life, just perping and faking. You gonna be broke. You gonna lose everything. You're not gonna really have no money. Your family may, be there for you or whatever like that. However, it depends on how far you willing to go, because seven of diamonds, they are typically cool with their family. Seven of diamond people, they typically love their family. They in cahoots with their family a lot like the two of diamond people, but more on a spiritual level. The two of diamond, they just hustlers. They just willing and dealing. They don't care. They just, anything goes. You see what I'm saying? But with the seven of diamond, it's a spiritual value. So it's not just any type of value. It's a spiritual value. Spiritual values meaning like, the 12 laws, or, as above, so below, or, what's meant for me will never pass me by, or, or I don't lie, or eye for an eye, it's values, just some type of spiritual value system that you go by. Oh, well, I'm married, so I don't cheat, or, oh, I'm only getting married one time. Like, I'm willing, like, whatever your value is, like, as a seven of diamond, you should be holding those values and standing on them, and that's how you're going to get your money. Your familiar family system. Seven is also the card of Neptune. It's also the card of partnership. It could also, be seen as open enemies. But like I try to tell people in astrology, that's not bad, because an open enemy could be nothing but an opposer. An open enemy could be a wife and a husband. When you standing at the altar, y'all are opposing each other. Y'all are adversaries. Y'all are looking at one another. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are right there. You see? So standing against each other, standing across from each other. That's all adversary mean. That's all that, open enemy, all this shit mean. Even with your child. Mom, can I go to this party? No, you can't go to this party. Oh my God, you get on my nerve. You see what I'm saying? It's open. Like, I don't mind telling you that you just piss me off. It's open enemies. It's open conflict. You see what I'm saying? So with the sevens, when you're in a partnership, when you in a commitment, when you in a business ship, when you parenting or whatever like that, it will be some conflict. It will be some opposing going on, and it will be open. You see what I'm saying? So you put some values to it, and you learn how to work together. You see what I'm saying? And learn how to be a family. Or go on about your way and be broke as a seven of diamond, because the seven of diamond, they are destined to be with their family. Seven of diamonds are destined to work with their family, get money with their family, values with their family. You see what I'm saying? It's not a seven of diamond that I know that are not tight knit with their family. They might not have a functional or the best relationship, but they love each other. They there for each other. They can live with each other. They can help one another. They don't give up on one another. And they more than likely believe similarly the same thing with seven of diamonds. I got a seven of diamond mother. I got a seven of diamond child, seven of diamond ex. I know other seven of diamonds, like seven of diamond energy. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So with the seven of diamond, you got to have values. Unfortunately, a lot of the seven of diamonds I knew, they didn't really have no values. They ain't really go nowhere. You see what I'm saying? When they did try to start developing values, their life started to get better. But, then they start slacking off again. So it's something that you got to maintain, consistently or whatever like that. So with the seven of diamond, you want to make sure that you cool with your family, you tight knit, you appreciative, you super grateful. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you turn, or if it's like a yearly card, or if it's your result card and your 52-day card and that 7 of diamond pop up, you want to be grateful. You want to be tight-knit. You don't want to give up on shit. You want to work on your values, and you want to work on your connection with your higher power. 7 of diamond, boom. 8 of diamond. That's the sun card. You feel me? So a lot of people are religious with this card. A lot of people believe in Jesus or Ra, or the sun god, or Hotep, or however you want to look at it. With this 8 of diamond card on the low side, again, these people are very rude. These people are very dangerous. These people are criminal minded. These people, they are selfish. They do not care how they act around other people, how they treat other people. They don't care how they treat women. They are very childish. They are very disgusting at times on their low side, and to women, to children, to values. Like, they don't care because it's the sun energy. You see what I'm saying? So they feel like they're the all. They don't got to do this. I don't got to listen to you. Like, they feel like, they the exception to the rule type stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, they could have super macho attitudes. They could, just be beyond themselves on the low side. On the high side, this 8 of diamond person, they so positive. They giving off so many good rays. They giving off so much positive energy. They complimenting you. They smiling all the time. They making you feel like the top of the world. They leading you everywhere. They got all your pleasures. They got all your everything. You see what I'm saying? Because the sun is where all the other planets, go around, get their energy from, and everything like that. The sun is the one permeating, all of the energy. The sun is the big deal. You see what I'm saying? So that's the 8 of diamond. When you think of the 8 of diamond, you want to think of the sun. You see what I'm saying? So on a low side, the sun can give you sunburn. It can burn you up. It can turn you red. It can make you peel. It can make you hot. It can make you sweat. It can make you lose weight. It can make you pass out. All of that stuff if you're not taking care of yourself. And that's like how 8 of diamond people are as well. They will drain you. They will manipulate you. They will take from you. They will do whatever it is that you allow them to do if you ain't taking care of yourself. Okay, honey? They will take you down a whole nother path, and you will be a whole nother person. Simply because you ain't got no identity. You don't know who you are. You detach from your family. You detach from you. And that's really why you met this 8 of diamond person, because they the sun, and you need to get some energy. You need to know who you are. You need to see who you are. You need to develop who you are. You see what I'm saying? So with the 8 of diamond energy, they just gotta focus on not being too mean, too rude, too macho, too selfish, do stuff out the kindness of their heart. You know what I'm saying? Have, again, strong value system. If you're a diamond, you should have a value system. If somebody walk up to you and say, hey, what's your value system? You should already have one if you're a diamond sun card. If you're a diamond Venus card, if you a diamond Jupiter card, if you a diamond, anything, especially if you got a lot of diamonds in your chart, like, you should have a profound value system that you stand by, that you trust, and that why it's your value system. It shouldn't be nothing regurgitated because my mama did it, because my daddy did it, because this person did it, because I saw it over here, because it looked good, because I thought. No, it should be what you actually know. So moving along to the 9 of diamond. Now, the 9 of diamond, that is going to be financial losses. So with the 9 of diamond energy, these people, again, if y'all have not noticed the pattern, diamond people selfish. They selfish. They don't want to share. They all about themselves, all about what make them feel good, all about what's going to get them status, all about what's going to make them look good. You see what I'm saying? Like, whether it's clothes, jewelry, cars, watches, a partner, it does not matter. Like, they care about status. If it's no other suit in the deck that care about materialism and status, what people think about them, how people view them, it's going to be a diamond, unfortunately. So with the 9 of diamond and its financial losses, these people, they can, grow up with money. They could have had money growing up. Again, I told you the poverty ones is 1 through 6. You start growing up with money, or start getting better 7 throughout. So now we at the 9. The 7 person, they had to get the spiritual values. Then they had to share. You see what I'm saying? As the 8. And now that we at the 9, they got to end something. They got to give something away. You see? But again, they selfish. So that's the struggle. They don't want to give nothing away. They don't want to give no values away. They don't want to get no money your way. I've been struggling my whole life. I've been in poverty my whole life. I've been this my whole life. Ain't nobody been here for me. Ain't nobody did this. You see what I'm saying? It's a complaint. It's negative. You see what I'm saying? Because they got to do something and they don't want to do what it is that they got to do. So with the non-diamond person, unfortunately, they don't typically get money until they get older because they don't learn their lessons until they get older because they don't really see the true meaning behind the nine of diamond. They don't really see the true desire to give, to change, to merge, to, not be selfish, to have values, to graduate things, to, travel and expound upon things. You see what I'm saying? Like these people, when they lose, nine of diamond people, when they lose, it's almost like they can't take it. When they fail, they almost can't take it. You see what I'm saying? Because, they at the end. And they don't like to think that they put in all of this work just to fail. However, they viewing it in the wrong way because they pessimistic. They looking at it like a failure. It's really not a failure. It's a lesson learned, and it don't got to be a definite ending. It could be an end to a new beginning. But because of the work they got to put in, they don't want to do it. They rather give up because I just did all of this work. And now you telling me all the work that I just did was in vain because it was wrong and I got to do a different work. And it's like, yeah, because you didn't listen, Diamond, the first time when you first started and they was trying to tell you. You didn't listen. You did what you wanted to do all the way up until you couldn't do it no more. And now you want to give up on somebody. Now you want to give up on yourself. Now you want to quit your job. Now you don't want to finish school. You see what I'm saying? Because you mad. Because you wanted to do it your way. And somebody was trying to help you and you ain't want to listen. Now you feel stuck and you want to blame everybody else instead of seeing it as what it really is. Number 9, a graduation and a learned lesson. So, most of these people, they be so bitter. Again, you can read up on it. Look it up. They be so bitter. They be so bitter that they don't shake it until old age. A lot of these people die before they even get to the old age because they so bitter. They so mad at their own choices. Blaming other people, spewing other people, being selfish, not wanting to share, not wanting to go, not wanting to travel, not wanting to do, not wanting to develop. But if they just do, they can have some of the best life paths in the world. Like, yeah, their first karma card is the Queen of Diamond, but you owe a queen. So y'all see what I'm saying? Like, they in their mind, it's like, it's too difficult. I ain't doing it. I don't want to. And that's where the childishness come in at. You see what I'm saying? Like, you owe a queen and you don't want to pay a queen. Why? You think you're not going to be rewarded? Or either you just don't want to do the work. Either which way. You see what I'm saying? This is the problem that most of y'all in the diamond suit deal with. Y'all don't want to do the work. Y'all don't want to adhere. Y'all want to rebel for no reason. Y'all want to complain. Y'all don't want to share. And a lot of diamond people, they just want people giving stuff to them. And if you ain't giving it to me, I'm going to take it. And if I can't take it and you can't give it to me, I'm going to have an attitude. And I'm going to show you just how, I feel. And I don't care. It's just real nasty energy. It's just like give up energy. They just stop wherever they at. They don't care about other people. And again, unfortunately, I do apologize. I'm not trying to beat down on the diamonds, but it is what it is. I'm a truth teller. I got a diamond daddy. I got a diamond mother. I had diamond friends, diamond partners. You see what I'm saying? Dealing with a diamond person right now. Like, it just is what it is. They in their own world. They stuck. And when they feel like they want to come out, they'll come out. They got the power to, but again, like I said, it's up to them. So then we get to the 10 of diamond, and the 10 of diamond is the blessed and the ruthless card. So again, most of these diamonds, as y'all can catch, they blessed, but they ruthless, they selfish, they mean, they don't want to share, they don't want to give to nobody. So with the 10 of diamond card, they blessed in all they, respective places and everything like that. The gods is looking out for them. They got the job, they got the money, they getting the titles. You put their name in a raffle, their name getting picked. They blessed. They got everything that they desire. They got everything that they want, but they ruthless. They don't care about other people. Like I just said, you see what I'm saying? There's not really too much to say about the 10 of diamond. The 10 of diamond is somewhat like the 8 of diamond card. You see what I'm saying? It's blessed. It got money, but it's rude. It's ruthless. is mean, is selfish, a lot like the Ace of Diamond. When you do 1 plus 0 is 1. And that's what the Ace of Diamond is. It's a 1. It's a newness. So the 0 is just there for the karma. Anytime you see a 0 before or after a number, it just means you got karma to pay. So with the 10 of diamond, they just making sure that they got enough diamonds to give to their loved ones, because the Ace of Diamond only had 1 diamond. And they saying I was so selfish because I only had 1 diamond and I didn't know I could chop it up and share. So Spirit said, okay, 10 of diamond, I'm going to give you 10 diamonds and see if you still going to be selfish. Unfortunately, most of the time they do be. They still be selfish. They still don't want to share, and they still going to come up with an excuse or a reason to be ruthless. That's the 10. We move to the Jack of Diamond. The Jack of Diamond is known as the salesperson card. Now, this person, they can sell a car, they can sell homes, they could be in real estate. Like, you know, they could sell you the clothes that you got on your own body and make you feel like you need to pay some more. You know, unfortunately, this is one of the most narcissistic cards out the whole deck, because it's a salesperson. They don't care about you. They care about making their money. They care about what they trying to get. They care about the sale, the outcome of the sale. So, yeah, they smiling in your face. Yeah, they warn you. Yeah, they telling you everything that you want to hear. But it's because they got a motive. They want what you got. And if they just come straight up and tell you, hey, I'm a salesperson and I'm a trickster, I don't really mean anything that I do. I have really no feelings towards anything besides money and status. So can I get that from you? They're not going to say that. They're going to woo you. They're going to trick you. They're going to swindle you. They're going to use all that royal energy from the Jack, all the lessons they learned from Ace through 10, and they're going to swindle you. They're going to lie to you. They're going to learn you. They're going to figure you out. They're going to tell you what they want to tell you, and then they're going to do their sales pitch, and they're going to get you. That's a Jack of Diamond. Know a lot of those too. I know a lot of people with that energy, and they're all pretty much the same. Yeah, male, woman, it differs a little bit, or it can, but them Jack of Diamond people, you know what I'm saying, on the high end, like I said, they can make money. They could sell. They could work in sales. They could work in communications, because a lot, you know, out of all the Jacks, we all know they lie. They manipulate. They scheme. They scam. They hustling you. You see what I'm saying? That's a Jack. They know a lot about everything, but they don't focus on one specific thing. What's that line? Jack of all trades, but the something of none. But the master of none. Jack of all trades, but the master of none. Because the king is the master. The queen even the master. But not the Jack. The Jack just the Jack. So, you know, he jacking off somewhere. Jacking around. You know what I'm saying? So, if you know a Jack, if you dating a Jack, if you married to a Jack, just be aware. At the end of the day, like, I'm not here to lie to y'all, to swoo y'all, to push y'all away, to none of that, but I'm just trying to be honest. Jacks are mischievous. Jacks are known for being dishonest. Jacks are known for, you know, telling, you know, deceitful lies, stuff like that. Like, okay, so I got a Jack for my Jupiter card. So Jupiter, if y'all know astrology, meaning that's your partner. So for my Jupiter and my Mars card, I got Jacks. So how you think my partnerships and my relationships go? If I got Jacks for my Mars and for my Jupiter card. Right. So again, this is Jack energy. They are good salesmen. They are good people to, you know, sell things, to buy things, to create things. They are super creative, but again, super dishonest, super trickery. Mercury, Uranus, all over these people. You see what I'm saying? They just smiling. But the smile not even real. They empty on the inside. They cold. Around you, they happy, they smiling, they checking, they jiving, they doing everything they need to. Soon as they get behind their own closed door, they sad, they mad, they depressed, they taking it out on their family. You see what I'm saying? Taking it out on their partners and shit like that. Like, they not positive inside closed doors, you know, inside their own house, when they working, when they doing whatever it is that they doing with their close circle of people. It's not like that. These are salespeople. These are outdoors people. These are people that's out in the world. These are people who value systems, again, diamond, are more than likely worldly or for the streets. If you know astrology, again, 11th house, 10th house, 9th house, 6th house. You see what I'm saying? Venuses. So these people, they values is not with their close ones. They values is with their friends. They values is with money. They values is in the streets. You know, a person who values is with their family or with their partners if they got a second house Venus, if they got a fourth house Venus, if they got a seventh house Venus. Even sometimes, no, I won't even say 10th. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I know somebody with a 10th house Venus. And again, everything opposite of the home. Give me anything opposite of the home. The home is the fourth house. You see what I'm saying? So that's that. So with the Jack of Diamonds, put them somewhere to sell something. Put them in a position where they can lie, because they gonna lie. Jack of Club, they gonna lie. Put them somewhere where they can lie. Okay? Like an actor, a writer, a theater person. You see what I'm saying? A social media person, a content creator. You see what I'm saying? These are all people who lie for a living. They get money to lie, to act like something on screen, and they not that at home. You see what I'm saying? These are jacks. These are threes. So now we go to the Queen of Diamond. The Queen of Diamond, again, like I was telling y'all about the Three of Diamonds, she is contentious. She is the Queen of Diamond and the Queen of Club, most contentious cards in the decks. You see what I'm saying? So with this Queen of Diamond, she, like, you see how she looking at the Jack, and but the King looking at her, and then down here she looking at the King, but the King looking into nothingness. Like, it's like she philosophical. The Queen of Diamonds, she philosophical. So she be in her head. You feel me? The King of Diamond, he looking at her. He want to be with her, but unfortunately, he too busy. He in his head because he think that she want the money, or want him to make the money and get the money and do all the things with the money. However, it's not true. That's why she not looking at him. She is the philosophical person. She can get her own money. She's smart herself. She just want to kick it with her husband. She want to work with her husband. She want her husband to see her as an equal to him. Like, oh, I could get money too. I'm in business with you too. I could do what you do too. We can learn together. We can grow together. But because he a King of Diamond, and remember what I was telling y'all, they ain't good in the emotional realm. He just don't see her like that. They chauvinistic, a lot of diamond men. They narcissistic, a lot of diamond men. They selfish, a lot of diamond men. They don't want to merge, a lot of diamond men. So with the King of Diamond, even though he got a queen, all he really doing with her is sticking and moving and paying some bills. She don't want, she like, ugh. Like, can we spend some time together? But not to the King of Diamond. We together all the time. We in the castle together. We got the peasants together. We doing it. And she like, okay, that's responsibilities. Like, we're near each other, but we not spending no quality time together. You see what I'm saying? So it looked like she being contentious because it looked like everything is together. It looked like she should be happy. It looked like what it ain't. You see what I'm saying? So that's that with the Queen. She contentious. She got money. She gonna spend the money. She gonna do her passions. She gonna love her people. You know, she gonna critique. She gonna say something. If she don't like something, she gonna say something, period. Because she the Queen. She can do that. So contentious, yes. If she paying you for something, she gonna pay you good, but she want it right. And if you ain't gonna have it right, then don't take my money. And if you knew that you couldn't do it, then why the fuck you take my money? You see what I'm saying? That's the Queen of Diamonds. She not contentious, not for real. She just a realist. Like, stop playing with me. Don't play with me. Like, be real. Be honest. You see? So with people who play games, they will think that the Queen of Diamond is contentious. With childish people, they will think that the Queen of Diamond is contentious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really read into the Queen of Diamond is not a bad person. She just wants you to be honest. She wants you to work. She wants you to be real. And people have a hard time doing those things. And she not settling. So there you go. She'll take the route of contentious. She is a philosopher. So she does like to read. If you're a Queen of Diamond, you probably like to read. You probably like to study. You probably like tarot. You probably like occult. You probably like, you know, all of this, you know, stuff. You probably love Halloween. You see what I'm saying? You like shopping. You like buying stuff. You probably got credit card debt. You probably, you know, spend too much money and stuff like that. You probably live beyond your means and try to keep up with the Joneses as well. However, the Queen of Diamond is typically a good person. They ain't really trying to, you know, cause no smoke or no violent shit or nothing like that. They just want what they want. They looking at everybody else like, all y'all selfish. All y'all doing what y'all want. Like, I mean, what's up? Like, I can't have no fun. You see? So that's that, unfortunately. So then we move to the King of Diamond, and we are wrapping up here. We move to the King of Diamond. The King of Diamond, he is the businessman of all businessmen. He gonna create the business. He gonna get the money. He gonna pay his people. He is married more than likely. He don't want to be married because he feel like his marriage is blocking his money, but really it's his money that's blocking his marriage, or it's twisted. It's vice versa. So because he pays so much attention to his business, his emotional life and emotional circle, it falls. And because that falls, he don't got the support that he need. He don't got the people that's gonna be around that's really gonna help him, because he a King of Diamond. He mean, people don't really like him for real. You see what I'm saying? So when he get rid of the people that's in his life, like his children, his spouse, his parents, his siblings, you see, nobody is gonna be around to help this person. So it's like, they only focused on status. They focused on the money. They focused on getting somewhere. And they just not looking at their partner and their children as, tools that can help them. They more than likely looking at them like burdens, unfortunately. Like they looking at them like, oh, you in the way. Y'all in the way. I'm trying to do this and y'all in the way. You see, when I'm trying to go over here, but y'all in the way. But most King of Diamonds, they was in their own way before anybody else was in their way, because they are beyond stubborn. They don't listen to nobody. They think they know everything, and they really don't. They really don't, because they royal. They a king. They don't know nothing. They don't know half as much as they think they know, because they was in the palace. Everybody was doing something for them. Everybody was giving them their meals. They was cooking their meals. They was giving them every single thing that they needed and desired, because it's a king of diamond. And before it was a king, it was a prince. So these people do not know as much as they think they know. They don't know as much as they project that they know. They don't know as much as they try to put out there that they know. That's why they're so annoying, and people leave them, and they end up lonely, and they end up having to start over so many times, because they have fraudulent personalities. They are being who other people think that they should be, instead of doing and being who they want to be. They're afraid to show any type of softness, any type of, togetherness, any type of merging. They feel like they got to be macho. If you ever look at a King of Diamond person, or if you ever see a person that got King of Diamond in their chart, their chest will be pushed out. Their shoulders will be broad. Like when you, haughty. That's what you would think of. When you look at them, they will look haughty. They like the macho haughty, chest pushed out, shoulders out, stance, walking, that's King of Diamond energy. And they think that that's what people want. They really think that's what their partners want, but they don't. They don't. It's like, ugh. It's just too much. It's no love. It's no companionship. It's no touching. It's no softness. It's no romance. It's none of that. It's just, I'm the king. I pay the bills. You my wife. This my role. I'm here, ain't I? I'm doing this, ain't I? No, that ain't right. No. You could tell a King of Diamond person something. It don't matter. They gonna think what the hell they want to think. So this has been my breakdown of the diamond suit, Ace through King. Comment, ask any questions or whatever like that. You can put your birthday down again. Like I said, I apologize. The diamond suit is a little bit difficult, but it's cool. The space suit is difficult too. It's getting to the end. But, the diamonds, it don't have to be difficult. You just need some spirituality, and you need to stop being so damn selfish. And your life won't be so difficult if you learn to be grateful, stop being selfish, and develop an actual, factual, real value system that you trust in, believe in, and go by. Until you do that, your life gonna be what your life has been. This has been my reading. Thank y'all. Hopefully y'all like, subscribe, and share. Toodles. Till next time.